Hi, I'm Janet Shields Scott, and you're listening to JanetFitBeautyStyle.com, a lifestyle talk guide with expert advice on beauty, fashion, wellness, real estate, entertainment, and fun celebrity secrets. Hello, and welcome to each and every one of you. I'm your host, Janet Shields Scott, and I'm so glad you tuned in today. Our special guest is music hit maker James Mtume. But before we speak to James Mtume, let's get to our inspiring quotes for today. Don't tell people your plans, show them your results. And the next one is, it's not selfish to do what's best for you. Both of these quotes have come from Inspiring Quotes on Facebook. For more inspiring quotes, log on to my Facebook page or my Instagram page, Janet Shields Scott. We'll be right back after this message. Sports fans, PassPros.com has it all. Baseball, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Get autographs and memorabilia direct from former pro athletes. Don't forget to check out the upcoming events page for special events near you. PassPros.com offers t-shirts, athletic gear, artwork, vintage cards. Log on to PassPros.com. You are listening to a Janet Shields Scott podcast. I'm your host, Janet Shields Scott. Today's guest is a musical award-winning talent whose hit songs have spanned over a decade. And one popular hit that comes to mind is Juicy Fruit. That's right, you guessed it. We've got James Mtume on the line. Hello, James.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay. You can say hello to the listeners.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, all right. And now, since we said that your music has spanned a decade, wow. You have worked with some of the jazz greats, such as Dizzy Gillespie and Miles Davis, Duke Ellington. What was it like to be in the room with such geniuses and be able to participate with them?
Well, I mean, of course, it was amazing beyond belief. But I never played with Dizzy.
Mm.
I actually recorded with Duke Ellington.
Oh, okay.
I played with Miles Davis for 5 years. I played with all the jazz greats: Freddie Hubbard, Sonny Rollins, McCoy Tyner, Herbie Hancock. So, my jazz I don't even call it my background; it's my front ground. I grew up in it. My parents, my father and his brothers are the famous Heath brothers. Jimmy Heath is my father. So I came in through jazz and then expanded into R&B, and popular music.
Yes,
so
okay.
I kind of spanned the whole gamut.
Right, yeah, you've written and produced songs for a lot of people that I actually didn't even realize. You've worked with Mary J. Blige, Roberta
Yes.
Flack, R. Kelly, Stephanie Mills. I could go on.
Yes. Actually, I started writing contemporary popular music when I got with Roberta Flack, and I wrote "The Closer I Get to You," her and Donny Hathaway, Back Together Again. For Stephanie, Never Knew Love, What You Gonna Do With My Lovin'.
Yeah, huge hits. Go ahead.
Simon, You Know How to Love Me, so yeah. I've been in the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then over time, your music even made a resurgence with Notorious B.I.G. and Keisha Cole. And then recently, I guess with some of the video games, Grand Theft Auto and Vice City. Can you comment on that?
Well, when Biggie sampled Juicy Fruit and he had his song Juicy, obviously that transferred our music into the next generation, which I was very thankful for. You never know how far your music reaches. You only know when you create music. It's for that moment in time. So we were very fortunate to have music that transposed itself beyond our generation. I've also had samples from other records of mine, like You, Me, and He. And, Common did that. Just fortunate.
Yeah. And then, so what did you produce with Mary J. Blige and R. Kelly
Um,
and some?
I did. Well, first I met Mary. I also was the composer and did all the music for a television show called New York Undercover. So there was a thing that we had in that show called Natalie's, when I would bring in young artists and have them redo a classic. So I bring in Mary, and she did Natural Woman. We met then, and she asked me to do other recordings on her, subsequent albums. I did Casey and JoJo, D'Angelo. A lot of the artists that came to do New York Undercover asked me to do, tracks on their albums. So I spanned it like I said, my music history is about closing in on damn near 50 years. So,
Yeah. And how did you end up in the video games, Grand Theft Auto and Vice City?
oh well, they just asked for a license, and we set a fee, and then they can use it. I mean, you just can't use somebody's music or song. You have to pay them.
Sure.
And so that's pretty much it. You just give okay for a license.
All right.
I didn't even know what it was actually.
You didn't. So
No,
have you?
I don't play video games.
Yeah, neither do I. But have you ever had a chance to check it out?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, gaming is such a huge thing right now.
Oh yeah.
And now you won some awards. Which of your songs were awarded?
Let me see. Never Knew Love, I think, got a Grammy. There was another song that got an American Music Award. I can't remember what it was. It was another Stephanie Mills song.
Mm-hmm.
And we won various awards, but I never got into music before that. Not about awards for me, it's about rewards. And the reward for me is that you put music out and people feel it. If they feel what I feel, then that's my reward. If you can touch people with your music, because that's what ultimately music is designed for. To touch people.
Absolutely. As they say, music soothes the savage beast, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then also, I guess talking about awards, maybe you won an award, or did you win an award for New York Undercover, like an Emmy or something?
No. We didn't. There was some award, but I can't remember. But it wasn't an Emmy. That was one of the first black dramas ever. But we were never nominated. But in terms of the black community, everybody, really vibed. The black and Latino community, really vibed on it. It was the first show of its kind, that was set in urban America, that dealt with real issues in our community.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of issues, you've also been labeled a social, political activist, and yeah, and I remember your show Open Line in New York.
Yes.
And I guess that gave you a platform for more social and political issues.
Yes, I did. I co-hosted Open Line with Bob Slade and Bob Pickett. Actually, I did that for 20 years.
Yeah, I remember
and,
that.
And it was, like you said, a political talk show. We dealt with all kinds of issues and various subject matters. Nothing to do, not musical, all political and cultural.
Just to rewind a little bit, what do you think about today's music and how it's promoted with social media, and how some people can come out with hits on social media and end up with millions of followers? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've never run from technology. I think it's always more intelligent to embrace it, and that's just where we're at today. I think it's a good time for young artists, because now you don't have to be burdened with the dinosaur of record companies. You don't have to wait for an A&R person. You don't have to wait for budget. You can create your music, press send, and it's all over the world. We were pretty much locked in with having to get on the radio. You know how that was back in the day.
Right.
If you wasn't on the radio, wouldn't know if you to sell records. Well, social media now has allowed the artist to have direct contact with the listener and let them decide immediately if they like something or not.
And I guess it also has to do with the legalities, like you said, that you can't play the music without a license, and maybe some young people that are trying to get their music out there may not understand some of the legalities of just
Right,
putting music out and then having someone else sample or steal their music and then they not receive any royalties for it.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a very important point. Just to be aware of what your what the legal ramifications are, and how to protect yourself.
Right.
And I just think young people are a lot more informed. I mean, when I was coming up, um, like I said, I'm 71. When I was just getting in the game, a lot of artists didn't even know about publishing. But coming out of jazz, I was already familiar, with publishing. So I always had my own publishing company. So
Okay.
I was fortunate in that end.
All right, and now back to the social political platform. You said that or somebody said anyway, I read rather that you predicted that Trump would win the presidency.
Oh yeah.
And so what made you predict that? Because 75% of New York did not vote for him.
Well, it's not about who didn't vote now, and that's a great question, and I want to respond to it correctly. Predicting somebody was going to win had nothing to do with endorsing that prediction. It was just, I didn't understand how everybody was thinking and was so convinced that Hillary Clinton was going to win, because I felt she was a flawed candidate. Okay? I mean, you're a woman running for the first woman to run for president, but you didn't even get the female vote. And I've always been very suspect of the Clintons and how they relate to the black community. I mean, we went so far as calling him the first black president.
I know, but is Trump any better?
No, did you listen to what, beloved, did you listen to what I said? I said I predicted he would win. I said it had nothing to do with endorsing it.
Yeah, no, I know that, but you were saying, I know that, but you were saying that the Clintons with their issues and stuff like that. I mean, Trump to me has all kind of issues.
Well, what is that? Okay, and we just having this very light kick back and forth. What does that have to do with what I was saying? I said I predicted he would win.
Yes, yes.
That's another conversation. What we talk about. I said he would win when not everybody, obviously, because he won, but we were so sure that Hillary Clinton was in the bag. That's why the Democrats were so shocked. See, I don't have an allegiance of a Democrat or a Republican. I have allegiance to people who address our agenda, and we don't even think about that. The problem is, as black people, we don't even have an agenda. Whoever wins, what agenda do we present that party with? We didn't have an agenda for President Obama. He was the first black president, and I cried like everybody else. But what agenda did we put in front of him? The gay community had an agenda, and they got more than they thought they would get. So this is what I'm saying. I'm no longer gassed with just giving people our vote and getting nothing for it. That's the point I'm making, sister.
Yeah, I understand that.
Black people have not had an agenda since 1963. And that's when Lyndon Baines Johnson met with Martin Luther King and the leaders of the civil rights movement. And he said, if y'all give me the black vote, I will give you a civil rights bill. They did, and he did. What agenda have we had since then?
Right, yeah.
And why we have such allegiance to the Democratic Party? It can't be just about Republicans are worse. The point I'm making is the two-party system is dead. It's beyond recognition. Whoever's in office for 4 or 8 years, they stay there, and then the other party switches. You need a third party in this country. That's the crazy part.
Well, there's the independent. What about the independent? No.
Independent party?
Yeah.
Really? I think people call themselves independents. When's the last time we had an independent president? I mean, a thorough party. Independent means you can vote either way. I'm talking about a third alternative.
Yeah, right.
In life, you have a choice of anything. If you and I went into an ice cream store and all they had was vanilla and chocolate, is that really, we don't have no strawberry, but we are limited to two parties. And at the end of the day, I say the Republicans rob the bank, Democrats drive the getaway car. We keep getting caught in the middle.
Well, so what do you think about this then? So Hillary Clinton, she did actually win the popular vote, whereas Trump was brought in, which is the same deal that happened years ago, back when Bush and Gore were winning, and Gore won the popular vote.
Okay.
And
you and I both have some level of political students. We both know popular vote, again, does not determine who wins. What determines who wins?
Right, yeah.
No, what determines who wins? It's not the popular vote. It's the what?
Go ahead, say it.
No, you brought it up, and I'm bringing. No, you gonna have to give up some information. You don't want to deal with that. She did not win. She lost because popular vote does not, and you know that. You know what? The problem is, again, the Democratic Party is still in shock. Nobody wants to be honest about why you lost. And like I said, I'm not a Republican, but I'm certainly not a Democrat. I'm neither. I'm for who can do the best for black people. And the Democrats have never accepted. They missed it. All the media missed it. Every pundit. Trump doesn't have it. Then how did he win? If he's so stupid, how did he win? And the Democrats have to face that they're in a political, ideological crisis. Now, we're going to get deep. Let's get deep. They don't even want to face the fact that they lost an election that they should not have lost. She was a bad candidate, and we slept Trump. I wasn't sleeping. I'm looking at a guy flying in, doing 3 and 4 stops a day, drawing 20, 30,000 people. What was she drawing? I knew there was a political shift. That's all I'm saying, sister. I'm not a supporter of Trump, you know. But the Electoral College determines who wins.
Yeah.
So
don't you?
Didn't say it. I said because Electoral College.
I know, but don't you think they should abolish the Electoral College vote?
Yes, I do. What's that got to do with reality?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, in reality, I wish they would abolish. Some people, I said that once on Facebook, and I got a crowd of folks going, "Yeah, you think you should?"
I told you, yes, you're right. But they did. Democrats haven't brought it up because it would be a fundamental change in the Constitution. They haven't brought it up. They should have brought it up, just like you said, after 2000. Because it's ridiculous to me that the most populated state in the country is California. Right. They get the same amount of electoral votes as Vermont, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's crazy. I mean, it's not predicated on it should be popular vote, but since it's not, you lost.
So what do you think about?
You lost.
So what do you think about what's going on right now?
In what aspects? So much going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the White House, in terms of all the firings and the collusion. Because I'm thinking, if Obama had invited the Russian into a room in the White House and told everybody to leave, and only him and 2 Russians were in there, they would have said it was treason.
Okay.
But they just let Trump, he just goes around like no big deal.
Okay. Now, we know we're not politically naive. We know that white folks get away with stuff we could never get away with. But also, I'll throw this at you. No president has totally clean hands or no blood. What I blame, one of the things I hold President Obama accountable for is what he did in Libya, which was totally uncalled for. To go into another country, and we snatch up leaders and then kill them. So, I mean, more droning was done under President Obama than any president. President Obama deported more Latinos in 4 years than any president has done in 8. Everybody's got something on their hands. But if you want to keep demonizing whoever's in the White House, here's what I want to say to you. The way Fox News is all the way to the right, we know that. That is crazy. But I look at CNN and MSNBC, it's being crazy. All they talk about now is stuff that doesn't matter, nobody cares, mistresses and all that. They're both turned into trash talks. What issues are being addressed? This country now is being held up by stupidity.
Exactly.
And that's sad. It's very sad. And whoever's in office, it's going to be the other side will hound them until they find something. It's all about finding garbage on them. And that's why this country can't move anymore. Because it's all about, I got you. And the Democrats are no better.
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
So do you miss having your show? Your
No,
open
no.
line? No?
Anything I finish with when I leave, it's because it was time to leave. I've always known to leave the stage before your audience does. So 20 years.
Okay. I like that.
That's something I live by. Leave the stage before the audience does. So 20 years is a long time, sister. But I did a lot of traveling with various delegations. I was back and forth to Libya, Sudan, Cuba. You know, places that I would not have had an opportunity to go. I did a lot of political delegations with Minister Farrakhan all around the world. So I completely enjoyed those 20 years.
All right, so what are you doing now?
I'm talking to you right now.
Well, I mean, in terms of your
No,
career.
I know. I'm just being, halfway trying to be funny.
Uh-huh.
But no, right now I'm working on actually getting ready to get back in the studio, work on a solo project on Tawafa H, who was our lead singer in the Mtume band. Juicy Fruit. Well, everything we did, she was the lead, and she's actually on tour now, and you may go back and cut a new album on her.
Okay. All right, so you have to let me know so that I can put that out on my podcast.
Yeah, I sure will.
And what words of wisdom would you leave us with?
I don't know if they're words of wisdom. I'll quote a great person of witticism, Oscar Wilde. And this is the most important thing you can tell especially young people. All you can do is be yourself, because everybody else is already taken.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, you use that. That's a good one. That's the truth, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't try to be or sound like anybody else. Find your own sound and your own signature, because that's the only thing that makes you you.
Yeah, you're right, because years ago, what used to be in the music industry, where if there was a hit group out, then they would start looking for somebody else that was like that group.
Oh my goodness. You got to hit out, you go to sleep in the morning, to be 20 groups or 20 singers. It sounds the same way. I call it cookie cutter music, okay? No, originality is the only thing that stays. And that was something I learned from coming out of jazz. All great jazz musicians were original. Dizzy Gillespie, Miles, Coltrane, Charlie Parker, Thelonious Monk, original. That's what lasts.
Well, one other thing, what do you, with the time and your being in the industry for so long, what do you attribute your sustainability to health-wise? Like, what do you do? Do you work out, or you eat right? Or...
Well, right, I have cancer, so I don't know. I mean, but I've had, I don't want nobody to get shocked at it. No, I had radical prostate in 2006, and they gave me a year and a half. And that was, I don't know how many years ago was that, so much for what doctors predict. I try to stay as healthy as I can, but, we all have an expiration date on our birth certificate, but part of that is also, genetic. It's not all just, eating right. You also got to have a tinge of luck with some of this stuff.
But do you try to do anything different, like with your diet or exercise?
Well, no. I try to eat as well as I can. My son, make sure I eat healthy. I don't eat a lot of junk food. Sweets. I don't do pork, obviously, and I do mostly fish and vegetables.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not claiming to be health minded person that way,
Okay. All right.
I don't want to falsely represent something,
So are any of your children in the business?
Yeah, my son.
And so are you involved in a project with him?
No, he's taking over my business. The family business. They say, I'm backing out.
Oh, okay. So when you do this next piece,
sister, did you hear me say nobody get off that stage?
but you said you were going to produce another song with your
album. Yeah, that's different. I have several businesses. publishing business, there's a lot of business that goes on, still placing some stuff into films, and my son pretty much negotiates. He and my business partner, Greg McBowman, so still a lot of negotiating stuff going on. See, what you have to understand, I don't mean you personally, but when you write songs and you create music, that's when you get paid.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
So when you ask me that, I'm saying, he's running, pretty much taking over the business part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be, I'm not out there touring. I haven't made a record in 30, 40 years, so obviously I'm living well. So it's the royalties,
Oh, I know. When I found out
I
that
wanted to make that clear. No, I'm not for you, but for the people listening. Yeah, that's the reason I said no. He's taking over the business. That's a day-to-day process. Clearing samples, placing songs and films there.
Yeah, and also when I saw the fact that you had written some of those other songs and co-written and produced, I was like, oh, he's still getting paid.
The checks still come, sister. They still play it on the radio. You know how many oldies with goodie stations you got?
Not just that, but like you said, a lot of with the video songs and the video and the gaming placement and some of the artist samples. Yeah.
Juicy's been sampled over almost 80 times. So I mean, that means that's business every day. You negotiate some. So he handles that. Him and Greg McBowman. Mm-hmm. And so like I said, I'm ready to go in the studio now because I feel inspired to do something. I never did music if I didn't feel it. So I'm feeling something.
All right.
And that's the project.
Do you have any social handles where people can keep up with what you're doing in the future?
Yeah, they can go to James Mtume Live, and they can contact me there.
Your website?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, James and Mtume.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for your patience.
Yeah, it's been truly a pleasure. I was looking forward to speaking with you because I had listened to Open Line in the past, and
oh wow,
and then
okay.
Oh yeah, I lived in New York for over 30 years. So
okay.
Yeah, and and then of course, who wasn't a fan of your music?
Oh right.
And my hat's off to you, and I'm wishing you all the best.
And I appreciate it so much. And again, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. Take care.
You've been listening to JanetFitBeautyStyle.com, your beauty, entertainment, and lifestyle expert talk guide. I'm Janet Shields Scott, columnist, radio, and TV host. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. For more fun and informative, and celebrity interviews, log on to the website JanetFitBeautyStyle.com. Remember to love, laugh, and live your life with style. Let's take a moment to relax. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. As you go throughout the day, stop, take a pause, chill, and relax. Please keep in mind that all things which are impossible with man are possible with God.